to my photography session about animals. This is by Susan M Maithya. The type of lenses you choose for photographing animals is quite crucial. Telephoto lenses are more popular for this undertaking. For long shots, for example, use 70 to 200 millimeters with a 1.4x teleconverter. For near shots, full body, you can use 500 millimeter lenses plus a 2x teleconverter. An astonishing 1000 millimeter of magnification can be used. For headshots, you can use 300 millimeter lens. The general rule that helps photographers get sharp pictures with telephoto lenses is this. The shutter speed should be the reciprocal of the focal length of the lenses, or faster. Shutter speed. Most wildlife shots will be sharp if you use 1 over 250th to 1 over 500th of a second. An option that you may consider in buying a telephoto lens for wildlife photography is to get a DO lens. DO stands for diffractive optic, and although these are not inexpensive pieces of equipment, they are shorter than standard lenses and they are also designed to decrease chromatic aberration. For example, the Canon 70 to 300 mm DO lens has the same maximum aperture as the standard 70 to 300 mm f-stop 4.5 to f-stop 5.6, but it is 1 inch shorter. Consider the following also: image stabilization, flash, shooting perspective, ISO strategy. The optimal setting for the ISO is as low as possible. This minimizes digital noise. The 10 best cameras for wildlife photography are Sony A772 DSLR, Canon 7D Mark II, Canon EOS 80D, Nikon D7200, Nikon D500, Nikon D5, Canon EOS 1DX Mark II, Canon EOS 5D Mark IV, Pentax K32, and the Nikon 1V3. Some examples of cameras that are good for beginners would be the Sony A772 DSLR. It has 14 frames per second, 15 AF points. The pros is it has 79 point phase detection and contrast detection, and the con is one memory card slot and not water resistant. Others were for professional photographers is the Canon 7D Mark II. It has 10 frames per second. FF points are 65. The pros is it has natural ISO expandable to 51,200 with dual pixel CMOS AF system for fast focusing. The cons is it's heavy. It weighs 2.1 pounds with model release date being 2014. The Canon EOS 80D is best for beginner and professional photographers. It has 7 frames per second, AF points are 45. It weighs 1.4 pounds with built-in image stabilization, which means it's very light, and it is relatively low ISO range with few AF points. The Nikon D500 is best for professional photography. It has 10 frames per second, 153 AF points. The pros, it has a 3.2-inch LSD touchscreen. The cons, no built-in image stabilization. Factors to consider when choosing the camera is always autofocus, frames per second, and the max burst, the ISO equivalence, and the quality and the size of the camera. Now, when you're taking animals, most of the time you take them outside. So you have to consider the cold weather, uh, what you have to wear. Keep gear weight light for easier movement and transportation. Head and neck, ensure you have caps and scarves. Hands and feet, keep them warm using mittens and socks or leggings. The outer layer of your jacket or clothes should keep wind and rain away. The middle layer should make you retain your body heat. And the base layer should always help you keep moisture away from your body. Other times you need to take the animals in very warm weather. As always, keep gear weight light for easier movement and transportation. Ideal footwear would be appropriate. Wear woolen socks. Quick dry towel is very important to help you when you're perspiring or to keep your equipment dry. UV or insect protection is very good to keep those bugs and insects away from you. And remember your clothing, the base layer, the cotton should be ideal to keep the body dry and cool. Zippered waists and knee pockets are very ideal for you to carry your camera, partitions, or objects. Try to capture animals in their natural habitat. This gives a natural look to the photograph. Fast moving animals can be taken better with tripod stands. Should you want, you may use continuous mode depending on the camera so that you may obtain many frames to choose from. Explore taking different angles of the animal and different parts of its body. Be careful to avoid noise on your photographs unless that was your intended action. Enjoy your time taking animal photographs all the time.